Are you winning, son? You look a little under the weather.
I feel good.
Greetings, salutations, all. We're here. We're alive still. Now, I suspect the sort of hurt will be a bad sort.
Yeah.
That is what I suspect. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, if anybody's been around to see, I am completely convinced that Gus is lying to me. When I asked him how he feels about hot things or spicy food, he said that sometimes he puts ketchup on his food.
It's true. I've been known to utilize ketchup. Kind of a big deal.
So, if you guys can't tell, I know because of the magic of editing and Hollywood, who we obviously have involved in this farce.
We do jazz hands for Hollywood, right?
Yes.
Is that
Yeah.
is that what the kids are doing?
Well, there's a lot of things that are done for Hollywood that we shouldn't do. I'm going to call them wings, but as you can obviously tell, they are not wings. These are drumsticks. Yeah, so for those of you that are here to support Godfather Gus, I apologize for his untimely demise and the end of the content that he will be bringing you, which you supported him for.
Right. Well put.
Yeah, I have to take responsibility for that.
Also, I'm roping him in now here live to be partaking in my eulogy to say something at least that lovely when the time comes.
For anyone who doesn't quite know what it is that we're doing, Hot Ones is a YouTube show where a specific gentleman, I believe his name is Sean Evans.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
He is very good at eating hot wings, much better than either of us are, I assume.
Or could ever hope to be.
He brings on celebrities and interviews them, gives them 10 questions, at least one for every wing that they eat.
Mm-hmm.
The celebrity I have with me today
Wow.
is none other than the Godfather Gus.
Wow.
Which is exactly how I see him. I appreciate him doing this.
Wow.
I appreciate his content. For those of you who are supporters of his, I am just one of the lowly peons in the wings with you because I am a big fan of his and a supporter, and I am there to watch his streams as well.
Thank you.
So,
With all fibs, I appreciate your fibs, though. They're meaningful fibs. They do a lot to boost my otherwise low self-esteem. I appreciate it very much. Yes, this thing is indeed an homage to Hot Ones. If you guys haven't seen it, you can find out pretty quickly. It's a YouTube channel, I believe, is called First We Feast.
yes.
And yeah, they have this Hot Ones segment. And it is increasingly spicy wings with increasingly spicy questions. Those questions in this whole thing will have been submitted by you, the lovely community out there. Those questions neither of us have seen.
Correct.
We set it up in such a fashion that Ryan's community was able to submit questions to me directly, so I have seen them, but he has not, and vice versa. So the questions are going to be impromptu to us, and we are in the spirit of paying homage to the Hot Ones thing, doing this thing in this way.
Yep. And so this is actually the official Hot Ones Season 15 lineup. I bought it from their website. I'm very excited to give this stuff a try. We do have ice water. We do have whole milk. We have half and half. And we have a shot of ranch dressing.
Ranch dressing.
Just in case we really need it. I assume we need to eat the first one together.
You know what's gonna be fun, you guys? Watching, wait for it,
You suffer.
jazz hands. Not me suffer. It's not gonna be. Why does everybody wish to see me suffer?
No,
Life is pain. No, he was doing the jazz hands. You guys know what jazz hands mean? Hollywood. Magic of Hollywood. Editing. We're gonna figure all this out and clean it up in post.
I love that. Okay, well, with that, are you ready to start this? Because I would say this is your last opportunity. You're ready to. If you're ready to go home now, you are more than welcome to.
Bye.
So this first wing, this first hot one we are going to, is going to be the Hot Ones, the classic hot sauce. It clocks in at Scoville 1,800.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So I think this one's going to be nice and easy for us. I don't think you need to worry too much. But I'm personally going to eat the whole thing because I actually haven't eaten anything today. I didn't even eat breakfast because I was so nervous for this. So, cheers, sir.
Yep. Huh.
These are pretty well cooked.
I don't taste salmonella.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Are you very familiar with that one?
Mm-hmm.
Who exactly is Salmonella? You keep referring to them. They friends of yours.
It's an acquaintance. They came, they went. It tastes like ketchup, with which I am familiar.
I wonder if the Scoville scale of ketchup is 1,800.
You were asked by one of your dear viewers, who is your favorite viewer?
Who is my favorite viewer? Like who's my favorite content creator?
No, who's your favorite viewer?
Oh, my favorite viewer?
In your audience, you have to choose. Now, there's an easy way out of this. I already told them that it's a nonsense question and it shouldn't have been asked because it's public knowledge that I'm his favorite.
And that's a really hard thing to say because, when it comes to this kind of content creation game and this streaming and stuff like that, is your favorite viewer the person who supports you financially the most? Is your favorite viewer the person who's always there and always watching? Is your favorite viewer the person who has the most watch time? Is your favorite viewer the person who actually has their notifications on so that when you go live, it actually pops up on their phone?
And they're there.
And they're there. I guess, I don't know. I don't want to name names.
Of course not.
But you will know if this is you, but the first person who ever subscribed to me.
Wow.
When I became an affiliate, there was a gentleman who I would never have guessed to be my very first subscriber. And there was a feeling about that not only did they subscribe to me, not only were they one of my founders in getting that first badge, but they went and subscribed to me while I was offline. Once they heard that I had accepted the affiliate contract.
They weren't looking for the public recognition.
Exactly. They didn't get the alert. They didn't get the thank you. They didn't get the anything. And
true believer.
That was one of those things as a content creator that is just so validating. That not only was it a person that I didn't think would do it, not only was it a person that I didn't think would continue doing it, but they did. So I'm going to leave it at that.
Wow.
If that was you, you know who you are. Thank you very much. That is my gut instinct.
Wow.
As who my favorite is. All right.
All right. We're on to number
So
2.
we're moving on to number 2.
Tell me about number 2, Ryan.
So number 2 is Severe Foods Jalapeno. And it clocks in at 4,000 Scoville units.
The last one was what?
1,800.
1,800 to 4,000.
Yes. So just in this 1 to 2, we are more than doubling. It is the green one.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Cheers, sir.
I just went for the
Left to right.
and to me. This is lovely. Cheers. I'll stop doing that, I'm sure, at some point. I won't be amused anymore.
I like this one. I might have to use this personally.
You know what this tastes like? Chicken.
Oh! See, I did well.
Yeah. Nice green sauce.
Yeah.
Nice and mild. I've never known about Scoville units. I've never cared about Scoville units. But 4,000. That's
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't believe ketchup or mayonnaise actually clock on the Scoville scale, so it's no wonder that you haven't been keen to them.
Let's not deceive ourselves. I'm battle-hardened by the use of those two condiments. It's yummy.
This is nice. This is nice so far. Let's keep this up.
Oh. What the heck? Is all of it going to be like this? Because if
Yes.
so,
Yes, it is.
I got my will in order for no reason.
If you had to choose a tree to be, you are a tree. You're a tree.
Wow.
What kind of tree would you want to be, and why? See, and there is a point to these questions, because first off, they're things you're not used to being asked, and I think it will show you the kind of person that Gus is. His silence, his inability to come up with an answer immediately, I actually think is a sign of the kind of person he is. Not that it's a positive or a negative, but it's just an identifier.
It's a window into my tree soul.
Yes. Well, first off, how many species of tree can you name?
Dozens, at least.
Oh, so there you go. See, you should be very, very versed. And so, which one's your favorite? Would you want to be that, even though it's your favorite?
I have never once considered what kind of vegetation I'd be. But I suppose I would want to be... Can I choose the giving tree?
Well, what kind of tree is the giving tree? Wait, no, that's the children's book where the tree is constantly giving to the child, right? And eventually he cuts it down. Spoiler alert. I apologize if you haven't read this book.
I was just like, what would I want to achieve with my tree self? Some sort of self gratification or comfort or some such, or would I want my tree existence to be of benefit to others? I think that I would want my existence as a tree to mirror that of my existence as a meat suit. I would want it to be of benefit to others. So whatever kind of tree the giving tree is, I think that's what kind of tree I'd want to be.
The giving tree is an apple tree. Thank you, Grip.
Thank you.
All right. So here we are.
Tell me about wing number 3, Ryan.
Man, I am so glad you are here. Don't touch your eyes.
I'm just gonna gesture near my eyes and far from them.
So number 3 hot sauce is going to be Cantina Royale Tomasa, spicy habanero and manzano chili. It clocks in at 18,000 Scoville.
What? Whoa, the last one was 4. We're going to 18?
Cheers, sir.
Yeah, cheers. Yep.
Actually, I gotta say, that's pretty tasty.
Tastes good.
Actually.
Tastes like some sort of off the grill something. Smoky? Not bad, right? Oh.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of habanero, but you're right. Like, this one has some smokiness to it. It's pretty good.
Next question for Ryan is, are you and your wife planning to have more children?
It's funny you should ask that. They're not interviewing you.
They are by extension.
So I've always made the joke that one of my heroes is Walder Frey from Game of Thrones. Specifically because Walder Frey was a man who could furnish an army from his loins. And it is a saying because of how many children he had. And I've always kind of joked that I want to field my own baseball team, both sides. But in all actuality, no. No, we are not going to have any more children. I actually am scheduled next month for a vasectomy.
Wow.
Maybe that's a little bit TMI. We'll see. We'll see how I feel during editing if we want to leave that part in.
This is a spicy show for spicy things.
Yes. But no, in all reality, our most recent child, Oliver, I absolutely love him to death. But it was a difficult pregnancy for both me and the wife. And going into the birth, I was worried I was going to lose my wife. Not because of anxiety, not because I look at or I expect the worst and hope for the best, but because that was an actual possibility. And it was even worse for her. It was even worse for her to be going through that. You know, she had the benefit that she could feel him moving around in there. She could know that everything was fine, but she was still going into something that she had never experienced and that we just didn't know. We didn't know and we had no control over. So we got to a point where we are, you know, similar to what you said about your time machine, that you do not want to tempt fate. That I do believe in my heart completely that I am making the world a better place with each person that I bring into it. But I think we have reached our limit, that it would be too hard for us to go any further.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Okay, so number 4 we are going into is a Hot Ones made. It is left to right.
Okay, this guy.
Should be...
Yep.
This that one.
Here.
So this is made by Hot Ones,
Okay.
and it is Los Calientes Barbacoa. The Scoville units for this hot sauce is 33,000.
We're doubling again. Well, okay, we're not.
Little
we're not
bit
quite
less.
doubling.
Again, for those keeping track at home, 1,800, 4,000, 18,000, 33,000.
Laura laughs.
Of course she does. Cheers.
Cheers.
I gotta say, this one's actually very tasty. Of the ones we've ate so far, which isn't to say that the other ones weren't good, this one has a lot of flavor.
What does this taste like?
I don't know.
No.
I mean, obviously it tastes like game-changing interviews that you can slather on burritos.
Oh. You know what? It kind of has an enchilada sauce feel to it. No. Yes? No. What the heck does this taste like? Why can't I figure it out? Come on, brain. I'm counting on you.
I don't know. Realistically, it just kind of tastes like a spicy barbecue sauce. I mean...
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Oh,
Dang it.
just barbecue sauce.
Get it together, brain. Get it together, brain.
I'm guessing is what barbacoa means, but I am American? No, that was dang tasty. I'm telling you, if we continue this trend, I think I think we might be doing this every weekend.
I think we're in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I am feeling it a little bit though. Now that I'm done eating it.
Are you?
Now,
Huh.
Are you not? This guy's the long con.
How many was that? 33?
That was 33,000.
Seems like a lot to me. So, all of your fans, all of your lovely viewer base, all of your friends who've submitted these questions, I appreciate their questions a great deal, and I think that they're valuable questions, but I don't think they're asking important enough questions. I don't think they're asking spicy enough, real enough questions. So I'm going to ask one of my own.
Okay.
In the middle here, and it's I wonder, do you ever consider how irresponsible it is of you to live in a metropolitan area, given that you're blacking out where the oxygen is so thin up high would mean the fallout is the deaths of dozens, perhaps hundreds of people were you to collapse on top of them.
What's the question?
You're very tall.
Oh!
Perhaps you ought to live in the middle of nowhere, where your lack of oxygen, so high up, falling and crushing the mere mortals around you, is something you consider. How irresponsible of you.
I have very good balance, good sir. I feel like you are accusing me of having 2 left feet and that I cannot stand properly.
It's not for want of balance, it's for want of oxygen.
Well, see, now and here, I was just thinking, as you were asking that, I was all like, oh, do I need to bust out one of my spicier questions already?
You want some?
For those of you who don't know, I'm 6'2". Gus, by the way he speaks, you would assume is 5'4".
He's so tall! He's so tall! Why are you all so tall? Every one of you that I've met in person is so tall! If he's a hair under 19 feet, I would believe it. Golly.
We had to make sure to put his camera lower than mine, so that it looked like we were about approximately the same height. Okay, so I don't think we've established it during this video per se, but anyone who has watched any of Gus's streams knows that you are a Marine.
It's true.
And my understanding is once a Marine, always a Marine. So what was the number one reason that caused you to join the United States Marine Corps? And a follow-up to that is knowing everything that you know now, and barring any kind of butterfly effect.
Sure.
If you could still be in the same position now than you would be if you hadn't have done it, would you still have joined the Marine Corps? And if you wouldn't, what would you have pursued instead?
Easiest question so far. I joined the Marine Corps. I knew I wanted to be a Marine at almost 13 years old. I started in a program. I was in middle school. I was listless. I had no real plan. I certainly didn't have any discipline, respect for authority. I was a petulant teen or preteen. And a program was put on one of my little siblings' schools. A color guard was put on by a program in Northern California called the Marine Cadets. And it was a private organization that was run by former and retired Marines. It has no real technical, legal affiliation or business affiliation with the actual Marine Corps, but these were Marines. And I went to this thing to see if the military was something that was for me, and I got smoke checked. I was a dirtbag little kid, and I was disrespectful, and I was rude, and I was baggy pants, and I was sagging, and I had all of that, trying to be cool for my peers. And I went to one weekend of this thing, and it was every weekend. And I was straightened out so fast. And I immediately knew that to be cool, to be tough, was to be disciplined. To have control of my life meant doing the hard things. And as if you've ever seen any of my talks ever, or seen me stream ever, you will have heard me say probably 1,000 times that I believe very much in the adage that the right thing to do and the easy thing are very seldom the same. So I wanted to do this thing that was hard, and I went back week after week, and I had to get a uniform, and I had to learn how to press that uniform, starch it and iron it and shine my boots. And I learned drill, and I learned rifle, and I learned martial arts, and I learned all of this. And I knew right away that this was something that I wanted to do. It was going to be a meaningful pursuit. And this is despite those same mentors who ran this program saying, we don't want any one of you to join the Marines.
Yeah.
They told us in no uncertain terms, we lead hard lives and it's a lot of work for no pay, and go to college instead. So I struck a bargain with myself. I said, I'm going to join first the enlisted life, and then I'll do college and commission as an officer. And that didn't pan out. I decided later that I didn't want to be an officer after having been enlisted. But no, my life, where I am, it is impossible to disentangle the two, because who I am today is part and parcel with my affiliation with the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And that includes my time with the Marine Cadets, my time in the delayed entry program, because I signed up the day that I was old enough to, with parental consent. And then I did 12 years in the Marine Corps. Who I am is inexorably tied to my affiliation as a Marine. Would I change it? No. Do I think that there are things that the Marines could do better? Certainly. There's a bunch of things that were really awful. It is no exaggeration to say that the life of a Marine is pretty sucky. It's very hard, and it can be, I'm sure that it could be better. And going back would be great. There's a bunch of things that I wish I could have changed about my own reaction to things. But when it comes to the Marines, I needed the discipline. I needed the guidance. I needed the structure. I needed to conquer that thing to know that I could. The rest of my life, as they told us when we were finishing the Crucible in boot camp, will be easy compared to this. And it's kind of true. So I wouldn't change it at all.
So number 5 is the original goat, ginger goat hot sauce, and it clocks in at 55,000.
Ginger, huh?
Ginger.
I have historically never really been a ginger person, but here we are. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, okay. I felt that one on my lips as soon as it touched. I don't know about you.
Yep, me too. Yep, it burns so
wow. Good. Ah. Wow. Okay. So I guess that's where we're getting now. That's the point we're at, huh?
Huh.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm not going to try to pick that one quite clean.
No?
I'm even not sure I'm going to lick my fingers.
Huh.
No, I will.
I don't even really like ginger, but it's
yeah, I mean, it's still not bad.
It's not bad. No. Wait, did you say that there's black pepper on these?
Yes. Is that too spicy for you? My tongue hurts. Are you feeling that?
Yep. Feeling it. Yep, down in my everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's all bad and it hurts and pain and etc.
This man's.
Years of preparation with ketchup.
This man's.
So question for you.
Yes.
Question for you. What was the thing you got most in trouble for at school?
Ditching school.
Oh.
In 6th grade, I think in that year alone, I had 31 absences, because absences, or unexcused absences.
You said absences.
Absences. I can't feel my lips. But no, I ditched school a lot. Specifically in 6th grade. In 5th grade, I think once or twice. But 6th grade was about when my mother started trusting me that when I went to the bus stop in the morning, that meant I did what I was supposed to.
Oh.
Yes. And
ladies and gentlemen, Ryan is a truant.
Yes, I was. I was. No, I got in a lot of trouble for that. And rightly so, you know, especially being a father now, like I would be so furious. I really was. There's all the reason why I got in as much trouble as I was, and why my mother was so furious, and why it was so important, and that it kind of, you know, not only is it important to go to school and do your best in school and do what's expected of you in school, but the amount of trust that I betrayed in that instance and in that exercise is insane. And the fact that even now, as a 35-year-old man, that my mother believes anything that comes out of my mouth, I am so thankful for. So yes, easily ditching school.
I see. Yes. And did you get in trouble with the school for this truancy, or was it just at home?
Mostly at home. I mean, I got in trouble at school in the sense that I still had to make up everything that I hadn't done and stuff like that. My mom made sure of it. However, I don't know exactly how the rules worked or anything at the time, but it was just under, like, there was an X amount of absences that if you met this, you had to repeat the grade. And I was just under it. Like if I had ditched or missed 31 days, I think it was like 33 that was you had to automatically repeat the grade because you weren't there for enough academic hours, things like that.
So skinnier teeth.
Yes, and it was very lucky, genuinely, that I got caught when I did, because it wasn't like of my own decision that I was all like, oh, I'm going to be a good boy and start going to school again.
Wow.
So,
today I learned.
Yes.
He went on to be a cop.
The number 6 hot sauce is High Desert Sauce Company with their Tiki Hot Masala. And it clocks in at 72,000 Scoville.
Okay. Tiki Hot Masala.
Yes, I believe it's that one there.
Right there, I see.
And this one doesn't look very assuming. I mean, the next one kind of looks a little atomic. But this one doesn't look like much.
This one definitely is rather innocuous.
So, cheers, good sir.
Cheers.
Okay. I gotta say, it tastes good. I mean, it very much tastes like a tiki masala kind of thing. I want to say masala in Indian or Saudi Arabian, it just means like a mix of spices.
I was literally about to ask
Yeah.
what a tiki masala was.
So yeah, I believe tiki masala is just a specific blend of herbs and spices. I still secretly think that you were long conning me this whole way. I think the last one was spicier than that one.
I think this one tastes like the last one.
Oh yeah?
Doesn't it?
The ginger? The ginger goat?
No, it tastes like the barbacoa. No.
Oh.
Nope, never mind. I have no idea.
It's all blending together now.
It tastes like hot sauce. I know. Astute, I know.
Okay, as per usual, you know, once I finish eating, it's getting hot.
Yep.
And I feel it mostly on my tongue.
Totally. On the tongue.
This guy.
On
this man.
On the palate, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's can you see the steam coming out of my ears? Yeah. Yep.
So, you have said on your stream before that there is a particular hobby that you were a big fan of in its heyday. And I don't know if you talked about it on stream, but at least in the time that I've seen it, you haven't specifically mentioned what it was. But I want you to think very hard about this question, because it can affect our friendship moving forward. But in your time playing Pokemon Go, you said that you were an avid player, you helped organize your team in your local area.
It's true.
What team are you in Pokemon Go? Because much like the Marines,
Once you've chosen
once a team member, always that team member.
Mystic. Hashtag not sorry. Get wrecked, Valor. Get wrecked, Instinct.
This is over! I'm done with this!
This whole thing is a sham!
Of course you're a Mystic! I told Laura that I was going to ask you that question, and she said he's obviously a Mystic.
Do you want to know why? It's because Mystic's buzzword was wisdom.
Is that what turned it for you?
Absolutely. In the description of the people who should be drawn to a given group affiliation, in Mystics, it says they are led by wisdom, not by instinct, and not by passion, but by cold experience and calculation. That's me. Calculation. I let wisdom guide. Yes, absolutely. Mystic.
Valor all the way.
Yes, I played Pogo very seriously for a very long time. I was a researcher with the Sylph Co. For those of you who are unfamiliar, the Sylph Road was a community strung together online, people all over the world who were doing research in this game to hunt down data points for this game for the benefit of the community that the developers wouldn't tell us. So I was, yes, very heavily involved in it. I didn't miss a day for getting firsts for over a year. And while the Hot Bride was in boot camp, fun fact, I had her phone, since she couldn't have her phone in boot camp anyways. I had her phone back here in Nevada, and I got her firsts for her catch, her spin. I got all those things for her every single day of boot camp. And then I went down to her graduation, gave her back her phone, and we never played it again.
Yes.
Sure. All of that.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, both Gus and I, we live in the state of Nevada, in the United States of America, and Nevada is a desert. And
it's a high desert.
It is a high desert. However, Pokemon Go liked to spawn Pokemon based on your immediate surroundings.
On your actual real-life biome.
Yes, in your biome. That is a great way of describing it for us gamers and stuff like that. And because of that, we, for the life of us, could not get water Pokemon. And so Colbin and I, and Laura, my wife, we used to make special trips to Reno to go to the Riverwalk. We would bring battery chargers.
Yep.
We would bring snacks and water backpacks.
Make a day of it.
And we would spend 6+ hours walking up and down the Riverwalk up in Reno, because that was the only place we could go to get water Pokemon.
I have never had a game require so much physical activity of me before or since. And boy, we did an awful lot of walking and running and hiking and every single thing with that game. Yes.
Oh yeah.
We lived on a lake. So my very first Pokemon was a water type. My very first Pokemon, I still remember this, was an Ammonite.
Okay.
Because the game had come out like 3 days earlier. I had no particular interest in it. I had heard whispers of it and murmurs, and we were walking around the lake like we did. It was one of our routines, the Hot Bride and I, and she was on her phone. And I said to her, "What are you doing on your phone?" And she says, "Well, I'm playing this game." And I said, "Okay." And we were walking around the lake, and I kind of glanced over at her phone. What'd you find? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's fun. And then we got most of the way around the lake, and I was pretty okay putting off this whole thing. But then there was an Ammonite. And me, having grown up with Pokemon Blue, I was like, all right, Ammonite's a big deal, okay? Ammonite's a fossil Pokemon, and they're very rare. Okay, it's kind of a big deal to get an Ammonite. They're also kind of rock stars, and all right, how do I download this game?
I need to go catch that Ammonite.
And by golly, I downloaded the game and I caught that Ammonite and I saved it. I saved that Ammonite. It's still somewhere in the game that has been long since uninstalled.
No, one of my favorite things, one of the things that made me real happy about that game was that you could hatch eggs and get reasonably. I don't know how it is now because I think I stopped after they released the second generation, maybe the third generation. I didn't get very long into it. But during that time, I was really into it. Like, I was taking Colbin down to the Capitol building every day to hit all the Pokestops, and like I said, going to the Riverwalk. But in one of my eggs, I had, and hopefully this isn't one of your questions moving forward, but I had gotten my favorite Pokemon, a Magikarp.
Oh!
Magikarp is my favorite one. And I had an awful time trying to evolve it, because in that game you had to use the candies, and Magikarp to Gyarados was 400 candies or something like that, and you got candies by catching that Pokemon over and over again. So that's part of why we would do these 6-hour trips to the Riverwalk, so I could evolve my Magikarp to a Gyarados. But eventually they released the ability to like check out the IVs of your Pokemon.
Yes, and you could scan them.
And my Magikarp was 15, 15, 15. He was perfect!
A perfect Magikarp.
I had a 100% IV Magikarp that I evolved to Gyarados, and he was my baby. Probably still is, I imagine, but...
Wow.
Yeah. So I was very dedicated to that game, if not for just my Magikarp.
That is crazy. We caught a Gyarados at the lake.
Yeah. Oh, really? What was it? Yeah. And how many Dragonites did you see while you were there?
No dragons. No dragon. Well, okay, that's not true. Dratini and Dragonair were somewhat common occurrence at the lake too.
Yeah. Oh, weird.
Well, okay.
You know what I got? Zubats. Zubats, Pidgeys, and Rattatas. Because the desert isn't a biome. It's nothing.
It's just nothing.
It's just nothing. So we're going into number 7.
Okay.
This is Hotter Than L. Is the company, and the hot sauce is Love Burns. It clocks in at 101,000 Scoville.
101. The last one was 80 something?
Last one was 72,000.
Oh, 72 to 100 something.
Yeah. So again, for those...
Easy peasy.
Easy
peasy. Easy a peasy, sir.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. This is, it just tastes like vinegar and tomato.
Huh. I can see that. I suppose. Certainly smells like vinegar. It also just kind of tastes like hot.
Yeah. No, it like doesn't really have a flavor in it as much as it wants to hurt you.
Right. It's it tastes like burning.
Okay, and since we're heating up here, I'm sorry, I can't. Oh yeah, as you're humming over there, you monster. So you have said that the reason you're the Godfather Gus is part of the Marine Corps. That was your call sign? Was Godfather, or was it 6?
It was Godfather.
Or both?
Godfather, yes.
And forgive me, I'm not sure why call signs go, like if it has something to do with like maybe your last name with whatever it starts with, whatever, doesn't matter. But so you are a godfather to all of us. But you are not a father in real life. As far as you know, as far as I know.
Goodness gracious, I hope not.
Why no children? And do you have intentions?
No children yet. It is the plan of the hot bride and I to have children. Just not this very minute. I'm a big believer that of doing things with intentionality, and I feel like kids is something that requires utmost intentionality. I want to do it right. I want to do it for the right reasons, and I want to be equipped to give those kids the best possible chance. I have not been in a place in my life to date where it'd be the right time to do that. I haven't felt. Before I met the hot bride, a handful of years ago, and in a few short days here, we will be on our 6th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I knew her for a little while longer than that. Before I met her, I was convinced that I was going to be single for my whole life because of my work. And I won't go into too much there, but it was going to take me, it already had taken me to some of the worst places on Earth, some of the least desirable places on Earth, and I knew that if I continued down that career path, which at the time was my intention, that was no place to bring my wife, and certainly not children. And so I had decided back then, for career purposes, that I was just going to remain single, and that meant no kids, necessarily. So, yeah. And then I met her, and a lot changed for both of us. She was also of the opinion that kids were not going to be part of her life. That was based on the guys that she had met and dated. That was sort of her, like, nope, I'm not going to, no. The world's a messy place, and so are the people in it, me and the various boys included, and I wouldn't do that to a child. And then she met me, is what she says. That's how she tells it. And then she knew she wanted kids. So, no kids yet. We still have our house to get in order first. Yeah. Literally and figurative.
Well, I will say something that it's never the right time to have kids.
I have heard as much.
Yeah, and it's absolutely true. It's never the right time to have kids. I do applaud you, though, with your patience, because especially with, as you said, your job and where your job took you and stuff like that. You know, I mentioned earlier that I wanted to be in law enforcement, and a big thing that really taught me not wanting to be in law enforcement and why it was okay to not be in it and to in my mind, wash out of it. It was right for my family because I wasn't doing them proper because of it. And so I completely understand you saying that being in the work position and then being in the job that you were in, it wasn't the right way. Yeah, because I mean, especially danger.
Yeah.
Like, to think that my job, the thing I do to earn a living, the thing I do to have society accept me as a useful space of air, could put my family in physical danger is very difficult. Yeah. And so for hearing you say that you know that was the first thing that you mentioned as to why you figured you'd be single forever and not have a family.
Yeah,
I completely understand that, but if it is something that you want, there will never be a right time for it.
Yep. That's what I'm given to understand. Darn pretty people.
Yep. Yes. Well, and also I'll tell you, the older you are when you have that last kid, the older you'll be when they finally move out. And so what are we slated for, love? 53? Right now? Oh. We'll be 53 when Oliver turns 18.
You know, I think there's something to be said about getting all of those bucket list things done before kids. Yeah. So, the hot bride and I have a lot to get done before kids. So I don't want to do them when I'm 53.
Exactly.
I want to do them now when I'm bebe.
Yeah. Let me, babe, how easy would it be for us to drive down to Texas to catch a Corsola?
We are trying to plan a trip to Europe right now.
Yeah.
We are buying tickets and making arrangements for that very thing, and we are very specifically doing that ahead of children.
Yeah. This one is Da Bomb Beyond Insanity. It is 135,600 Scoville units. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
All right. Cheers.
Kind of tastes like a butt.
It's okay. It doesn't taste very good.
I don't know. It's not as vinegary as the last one. But it's still not very tasty.
It's not tasty. What is the taste of this?
A red hot chili pepper, apparently. Because the ingredients: red hot chili peppers, water, vinegar. So those are the top 3 ingredients.
Your lips are swollen.
My lips are swollen. Thank you. So I didn't officially say it out loud, but I was thinking that I was going to try to, make sure to get myself to eat everything off of all of the bones. I mean, I'm already failing that.
Huh. It's weird.
There's no reaction.
I know. This guy.
I thought that this one was... Everybody hated this one.
Well, I think that this one is, regarded as the least tasty.
I mean, it's not tasty. That is correct. It's not tasty. It is not delectable.
It's tasting the factor of butt.
Uh-huh. Well, that remains to be seen. It's not delectable, it's not delightful. It's not something that I would choose for my life. I don't know. I just wouldn't.
This is supposed to be pulling, and you put the cart in front of the horse. No.
Where did I...
You're getting ahead of yourself.
I feel like I dropped a tiny speck of that somewhere, and if the dog gets a hold of it and dies, I will feel terrible.
Yeah.
Oh no.
you said the magic words. If the dog gets a hold of it.
I see nothing. The mechanical eyeballs see nothing. Or think you yet remain safe, Smolo Doge.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
Although, I'm definitely feel it coming out on the breath. I don't know if it's still the residual from the last hot sauces, but boy, my lips are really burning.
My lips are indeed glowing red still. That
Yes.
is, maybe by the end they'll match my tie. Maybe. If any games, this is like the question you asked me earlier, kind of.
Mhm.
If any games defined your childhood, have you revisited those games? And if you have, how have they held up that you've revisited?
That I've revisited. So I would say the game that probably can be attributed to getting me into gaming would be Final Fantasy III here in the States on Super Nintendo. All the Final Fantasy purists would be all like, oh, it's Final Fantasy VI. But Final Fantasy III here in the States on Super Nintendo was probably one of the first games that I sat down and it sucked me in. Absolutely sucked me in. Absolutely loved that game. And when I was a kid at this time, as kids typically are, I had no money.
Broke.
So I was at the whim of gaming to what was available to me. And that game very much started off my love, not only for gaming in general, but for RPGs. Because RPGs always gave the best bang for the buck.
It's true.
Because they're the longest games.
Same price, but...
Yeah, exactly. The game is the same price as everything else,
I see.
However, you got the most time investment out of it, and the
Very
most time.
frugal.
Exactly.
Very frugal.
And so, that game in particular, like, I don't know what the statistics would be on the average playthrough time on that game or something like that, but it's very long. And especially if you want to do everything in the game, it's very long.
Sure.
And it's also one of the first games that I discovered that there's a lot you can miss very easily.
Ah, yes.
Are you familiar with this game by chance?
Not this one in particular, but I am familiar with a bunch of the Final Fantasy titles.
Okay.
And titles like it, where
Yes.
indeed there are things you can miss, where
Yes.
you can 100% a game.
Exactly. And in this game in particular, it's one of those where there's so many characters in the game that if you got them all, it would almost be reasonable to suggest that there were some of them you never even used.
Oh.
Because you got so used to the ones that you liked, and,
Sure.
and each character had their own unique ability. But for the most part, they were able to do all the things that everyone else was able to do, with slight changes of what kind of weapons they could use and what their special abilities.
Sort of a flavor thing.
Yeah, and you know, it was what kind of flavor do you like? And but there weren't many parts of the game that were all like, you have to use this character,
Okay, that's
or
good.
you can't beat the boss.
Okay.
There was a couple situations where you could do better,
Sure.
but yeah, no, the replayability in that game was absolutely fantastic, because there were characters that I missed. There were characters that died that didn't need to.
Oh.
Yes, and this was all concepts in a game that was on Super Nintendo.
Wild.
Yeah,
That's a
so
time ago.
it was a long time ago, and I have gone back and played that game relatively recently. I say relatively because, like, maybe in the last maybe 8 years ago.
Okay, but you're an adult now,
Yeah.
versus when you played it as a child.
Exactly, yeah.
Sure. Okay. And how did she do?
I personally believe that, and I'm very much biased on this,
Sure.
because, as I said, Super Nintendo was my heyday, what really got me into video games.
Sure.
But Super Nintendo graphics, I believe it's 16-bit graphics,
Uh-huh.
I don't think they age at all. I think that they are absolutely fantastic.
Timeless.
Absolutely
Pristine
timeless.
as is.
I think the sprites that were generated and provided on Super Nintendo and 16-bit games and stuff like that, they had plenty of detail. I think that they could be unique depending on which sprite you looked at. I think that graphics-wise, they lived up just fine.
Okay.
I think gameplay-wise, it lived up just fine. And I would even say that game probably has my favorite bad guy of all time, because, well, first off, he's legitimately insane.
Oh.
Which a lot of times, you know, games have to try really hard to figure out why this bad guy is a
the
bad
motive.
guy.
Right.
Yeah. No, he was insane.
I see.
And he was successful because, spoiler alert, he destroys the world.
What? The game has only been out for how many years?
Yes, I know. I should have given a little bit more time.
What the actual heck?
But the second half of the game, this is actually something that is recordable. That there's a group of people on the internet who thought they beat the game, or thought they got the bad ending. But it turns out you were only halfway, because the second half of the game takes place after the world was destroyed.
I see.
So it's a cool game. Like not only is the game fun, not only is the game compelling, not only is I think the graphics timeless, I think it has the best bad guy. He had great motive. They did a great job of explaining who he was, and he was successful.
So would you say it's fair to pull from what you described about this game?
Yeah.
And it held up, given even the fact that it was 16-bit versus 4K, 8K stuff today. Would you say then that the spirit of the game is in its story, it's in the telling, and therefore the graphics are not? the most important facet of them?
Possibly. I mean, I think you could say that about a lot of games, especially ones where the graphics don't hold up.
Sure.
You know, there are some games where the graphics don't hold. I mean, for example, Final Fantasy VII, I think is a fantastic example because it was on PlayStation 1.
Right.
And if anything, but saying that they're remaking it.
Yep.
They're actively remaking
It's
it.
out now.
To try to retell the story and to extrapolate it on it still. And granted, they're doing it in a different gameplay style and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think a big part of that is that the story of Final Fantasy VII is very good. There's a lot of haters for Final Fantasy VII, and that's totally fine.
Gotcha.
I would not say Final Fantasy VII is the best Final Fantasy in the series.
Would you say?
I wouldn't say Final Fantasy III is the best
Yeah,
Final
sure,
Fantasy
sure,
in the
sure,
series.
Sure.
Um,
He anticipated my question.
yes. But they are still both very good games.
Okay.
And I do think that they do deserve the hype that they have. And although I haven't played the Final Fantasy VII Remake, I think that is a testament to that it is a good game, but the graphics didn't hold up on it. Those polygonal PlayStation 1 graphics.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. Good answer.
we are on Chicken Wing Hot One number 9.
Oh, are we?
We're on number 9.
Wow.
Which is Karma Sauce Scorpion Disco.
Da bomb. We
With
were at.
Bomb, we were at 135,600 Scoville.
Okay, and now we're on Scorpion Disco. It was 165, and now we're jumping to
649,000.
I'm sorry. Come again for Big Fudge.
Da Bomb Beyond Insanity was 135,600 Scoville. Karma Sauce Scorpion Disco, number 9 of 10, is 649,000 Scoville.
We're all gonna die.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers. This is a lot.
Number 9, Scorpion Disco.
This is a big number change, so I suspect this is gonna be off.
I gotta say, that's actually pretty tasty.
Doesn't taste like butt.
No, it doesn't taste like butt like the bomb did. Okay. Alright.
You sure this is number 9,
Yeah.
and that this doesn't belong between like 4 and 5?
That's...
There is absolutely no way, mathematically, quantitatively, that this is of a Scoville value higher than that of the last one. It is a simple truth fact. We'll see if I start like sweating through my clothes in a moment.
Yeah, see, I do know that I've been pleased for the most part in the actual consumption of these chickens throughout the entire process, and it's usually when I stop chewing, when I'm done eating, that it really hits me. So I'm anticipating this one to creep up on us.
And then hit us like a truck.
That's what I'm anticipating, but we'll see. We'll see.
Well, you handled it like a champ.
Thank you.
All right. Number 9 question for you, Ryan. Do you consider yourself worse or better at video games? Comparing yourself now to when you were a child.
Oof. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And of course, you could take that in a couple of different ways.
yeah, there's
better or worse, right? So
Well, I will start by saying
see which way you go with it.
I'm 35 years old. I have already peaked when it comes to skills in video games. I see it. There are games I cannot play because I am an old man.
Now, is that because of your delicate sensibilities and your being a stuffy adult, or your like actual physical reaction time?
I can't see the bad guys. You know, my nephew loves the Call of Duty games. And every once in a while, I will be in the same room with him long enough where we are relaxing, doing nothing, where one of us will talk about playing video games, or it'll be acceptable for us to play a video game or something like that.
Yeah.
And I can't see the bad guys. I die so quickly, and I didn't even see movement.
Dead before you knew you're dead.
One of the things I want to play games with you more often, but Apex, I can't do it. There's so many buttons.
There's a lot to do.
And knowing the right thing to do, it needs to be muscle memory. You can't even think about what it is that you need to do. It needs to be muscle memory at that point.
True.
And the fact that I can't even see the enemies before they start shooting at me, because I don't know if it's the colors or the graphics or what. So I've without a doubt I've already peaked in video games. I would still say I'm definitely better than when I was a child though. Because as childs will do, they typically go into things purposely blind.
As childs will do.
As childs will do.
As childs will do.
Yeah, well, I have childs. that they won't prepare whatsoever going into something, or read the instructions.
Right.
Or anything, they'll just go into it. And, you know, at least as an adult, I think about things before doing them typically. I still make the bad decision to do them. But
sure.
think about it ahead of time.
Right.
So yeah, I would definitely say I'm a better gamer now. But you know, it obviously depends on what you define as better.
Sure.
But yeah, I have definitely peaked in my skills back in Halo on Xbox. There was a time where no friend could kill me. And on Halo 2, I went online, and I would win more games than I would lose. But it was still very humbling to see the games that I lost and the games I didn't do well in. I guarantee you, if I went, well, what's the new Halo game now? Infinite, or the Halo in the Guardian Ring. In the Sorcerer's Stone. Yeah, that one. Whatever is the new Halo, I guarantee you if I got in that, I would just be awful. I mean, the seeing the enemies thing might not be so bad because they're all bright blue and bright red in that game.
Red versus blue.
Yes. Yeah, I get that reference. Do you get that reference?
Do you get that reference? Did you know that roosters have teeth?
Yes.
Fright.
At least those roosters do.
Those roosters do.
So we are moving on to the number 10, which is by Hot Ones. It is called The Last Dab Apollo. The Last Dab Apollo is 2 million Scoville. They do have a little thing that they like to do on the show, where the reason why it's called The Last Dab is because you put a dab of it on top of your chicken before you take the bite. So, as they say, there's no rules. You don't have to. You can do as little or as much as you want to. So I'm gonna.
Wow.
I mean, I think that's, I don't know. I think that's a little bit more.
That's a little, maybe that's a lot of
than what they typically do. But it's up to you. You could do as little or as much as you want, or you can not do it.
How good is your health insurance?
Actually, mine sucks.
Wow,
that's a whole different conversation.
Maybe something to have considered.
And now
the amount that he just put on his thing.
In fact, actually, they say it is 2 million plus, because my understanding is when it comes to the Scoville scales and stuff, over 2 million they can only estimate.
That doesn't make any sense. The last one was like
649,000.
600 somehow. Why the heck is that one? Why?
Honestly,
why?
I don't know.
Why? Interwebs, scientists. Also, are you sure it's Apollo and not like a chicken?
A pollo?
Yeah.
It might be the last dab of pollo.
Is that not a pollo? I cannot be the
I-
first
I've-
person.
I've already told you, I'm American. I don't speak Spanish.
I cannot be the first person who has asked this.
We will have to scour the episodes, and if we don't find one, we'll need to submit this to First We Feast.
I'm counting on you, interwebs.
Yes.
A million and what? No, two.
2 million.
2 million plus.
Okay, it's been fun in games, but what the heck?
Now, and again, this is the long con. This guy, he's been doing this. He's pulling my chicken legs this whole time, because you have seen how cool as a cucumber he is. How little of the water he's touched. Hasn't touched his milk. Hasn't touched his half and half.
I drank that before we began.
Well, yeah, exactly. See, he's trying to prove a point. And
Parched.
I get it. Cheers.
Is that what we do? We toast? Is this a cheers moment? Is that?
Well,
This is
well, I cheers you. It's up to you if you want to cheers me back.
that's to those who are living, to those who we leave behind. If I hear him scream, I'm gonna stop now.
It's nasty, right?
It actually tastes better than the bomb.
No, why was that one so gross? Huh. I mean, this one's pretty gross too.
Yeah, it's not very tasty.
And by not very tasty, he means gross. Are you breathing fire?
Only in post. Once we get to edit it, maybe.
Huh. Oh, thank you. I didn't end up using my last one tonight.
Yeah, okay.
Huh. How are you doing, sport?
Are you winning, son?
Are you winning, son? Are you winning, son?
I feel the tingling in my legs.
Well, I almost lost some, and the dog would have died. Wow. Huh. Are you winning, son? How you doing over there?
I want to wipe my eyes for fear of tears, but
Oh. No, embrace the tears. The tears are your friend.
Cry.
Well, I've been shedding a tear for humanity.
he's still doing a great job.
No, it's spicy. That one's a spice. That one's, you guys, that one has some kick. It's true. Huh. That burns. Huh. Yeah, that burns, you guys. They're like the fires of Hades. Oh, a single
Yes.
shed tear for my comrades who've gone before me. It's true.
So I would go to my milk, but I unfortunately,
Do you want mine?
if you I can't take yours
Are
because you
sure?
might
I don't. All right.
after you eventually go for your water.
Wow. Okay. Well, going for the half and half. Good man. Waste not. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that feels good.
It burns my lips. It burns my lips, friends. Yes, it does. Huh. Well done, sir. You did the thing. Congratulations. Now here's where I say, moo-ha-ha. I put the pollo on my cereal each morning. And I scoff at such things. No, I have never had once any of these things. and I truly I can't stand ketchup.
So you did lie!
No, it's true. I love ketchup.
You don't use ketchup.
Ketchup's pretty great, but I feel like at this point that it was perhaps good body hardening for this. I don't know. Maybe it was all the mayo. The 4 or 5 times I've used it. Yeah. Maybe it's that I've never used sour cream, which I'm told like really cools things down. Sour cream lowers your tolerance for heat.
Is that a thing?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
No, I totally made that up. I
Okay,
have
if
no
it is,
idea.
I was gonna say it's the first time I've heard it.
All right, is your voice was just a little slurred just then.
You know, my tongue, like, really is vibrating.
Huh.
My cheeks.
You're a little. You look a little under the weather.
I feel good. I feel good that we're done with it.
We have questions still.
That we finished it. Yes.
I think there's questions yet remaining to us.
Yes. What fictional character do you identify with the most?
Wow,
and you see yourself in?
I'm so glad I didn't immediately blurt out the name of the first thing that came to mind when he first said that.
What
thing.
fictional character would you want to sleep with?
No.
Should I change it to that?
It was just like I was gonna put in a meme answer, and I'm so glad I didn't say that.
Oh,
that would have been
Fat Albert.
That would have been bad. For a bunch of reasons, it would have been bad. Super glad that my impatience did not win out here. Do I most identify with?
Yeah, do you most identify with that you see yourself in that you resemble?
I do love lasagna. It's true. Garfield would have been a sound choice. Like I'm a good chunk of me is Italian. Like I think it's illegal for me to like not like lasagna. I think they like it's like in the beginning of 300.
It's in your blood.
When they examine the babies above the cliff, and if there's any sort of
non-loving lasagna in it,
they try to feed the baby lasagna, and if the baby goes ugh, turns away, they just
throw it.
A fictional character that I identify with, that I empathize with, that I resonate with. Edmund, the younger brother in Lion Witch in the Wardrobe.
Okay.
Yeah. Not for any of the, I guess, necessarily obvious reasons, but because, like, again, I know my weaknesses, I know my flaws, and I know that at bottom, I'm selfish and self-centered, and that's the cause for consistently falling short. So I know it's not a fun answer, but I'd say pragmatically, yeah, Edmund, the little douchebag brother who consistently falls short and lets other people down.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not awfully familiar with the Chronicles of Narnia and stuff, but isn't it kind of his fault that all of the bad things were happening? Because either he purposely made a bad decision, or he... Well, maybe not purposely made a bad decision, but...
He was selfish and self-centered,
Yeah.
and yeah. He thought only of himself and so forth, yeah. So I recognize that in myself, and I do everything that I can on a daily basis to not be that. To not be that sort. But I definitely empathize with being that sort, and knowing that that's who I am at bottom, so...
Well, and what's actually really cool about that, too, is that being introspective and kind of outside looking in, you can try to imagine how other people see you in those situations, because that's part of the beauty of the Hollywood and stuff, is that you see him as being selfish, and you see him as making the bad decisions and following the bad guy or whatever, and you, well, us as the viewers, can see it and be all like, this bastard, how dare he do that? And you considering yourself in that way, you can use that to your benefit to try to think, like, when do people see me that way?
Yeah,
and
no, that's
what can I do to not harm them in the process?
now that's not saying that I didn't do that very thing. He is a loathsome character, and everybody hates him, including me. Very first time I heard that story, I hated that character, and I did not identify with him. No, but that was pride that prevented that. So
Yeah.
I like to think I am humbler now, having been humbled by years, by life, by
Yeah.
all
By your
by
failures?
the myriad failures and shortcomings. Yes, yes,
That none of them are bigger than the other?
that's right. Yeah, they're all just pebbles in the landscape of my life.
Yeah.
I didn't mean for it to be poetic, but
Okay, she's kicking you out. All right, we're done.
she's like, "Excuse you." You know who I was gonna say before I knew you were gonna ask who you're gonna resonate with? Like which cartoon character? I was gonna say Archer.
Oh, yeah.
So immediately it's like, who do you resonate with? Actually, nope, I have absolutely no idea. I am nothing like Archer. Except that I am dressed kind of like
Yes, you like to dress well.
Archer. That's about it.
Yes.
That's what
Yeah, how tall do you think Archer is?
5'10".
Oh, okay.
Maybe 5'11".
There's
Just like 5'10 and a half, and he rounds up.
Oh, okay. Maybe you do resonate with him.
Oy. All right.
Well,
We did it. Yeah, we did it. We survived the thing. We did it. You guys, what? It's easy. Ask Ryan.
yeah.
It's simple.
I'm glad I didn't stand up when my legs were tingling
It's simple.
because of the hot sauce.
And because, again, people live near here. Blacking out again. He's tall. It falling on people. Killing them. Oh my God, he keeps forgetting how tall he
Yeah,
is.
he
It's
did.
the lack of oxygen.
If I pass out, I might fall over and crush someone.
It's the thin oxygen where
know,
he is.
If
It's
you just made
messes
better
with it.
jokes,
This is such a good
then
joke.
they might actually
no,
stick in my mind.
If you weren't so far away and I didn't need to shout them to you through the clouds, maybe you'd hear them and appreciate them right away. Unbelievable. How do you even deal with door frames?
I duck through
You gotta crawl through every single door in your whole life. It's just unbelievable.
Well, I'm proud of you. If you came into this trying it, you didn't drink anything. I drank 2 full cups of water, my milk, and my half and half.
Do you want these?
I probably will.
Okay.
Yeah, I might as well.
Because I'm gonna drink them if we don't want to waste them. Like I don't want it to go to waste, but I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I was just gonna drink my coffee again.
No, no, yeah, it was your composure was very impressive.
Got some coffee here.
So realistically, then, like, so do you eat spicy stuff, or are you just good at composure?
Absolutely never.
Yeah.
Honest to goodness, never have spicy food.
Yeah.
Ever. I can't stand spicy food.
Yeah.
I don't own a single hot sauce. I don't partake in spicy anything. The only wings I've ever had are like boneless, mild
Yeah. Chicken nuggets.
chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like
Which was an option, by the way, when we were discussing not doing wings and going to the drumsticks. The hot bride had strongly suggested that we get dino nuggets.
Yeah. Dino nuggets would have been missed opportunity.
Yeah. Well,
Posterity, history will record our error.
Well, maybe if there's enough people up in arms about us taking so long to do this one, then maybe our next food challenge collab we'll just have to shotgun a bunch of dino nuggets with hot sauce on them.
I don't know that I like hot sauce still. I feel like hot sauce and I still don't need to get along. I know we've now been acquainted, and I suppose it was not as awful as I suspected to meet each of you, but it still wasn't something I'd choose to inflict upon myself in the future. This doesn't mean we're besties now. I'm not giving you guys my number.
But I gave you all their numbers.
Wow, a pun.
That's what I do. Again, I do these things for me, not for you. As long as I enjoy the joke. Well, yeah.
What about you? What do you think? This was your food challenge.
No, I
You've
loved it.
reached the pinnacle. This is the height of the thing, and this, I believe, was the last thing that you needed to do for your charity thing.
I still need to do a cooking stream.
What do you call this?
Well, I guess I
cooked the wings.
I did, but I didn't like stream cooking it or something. I guess I could have knocked both of them out. I don't know. I actually have what I think is a pretty cool idea. Is I actually have the Fallout cookbook, from the Fallout
from
series.
the game series.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it has recipes for roasted Mirelurk and things like that, and yum deviled eggs.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
you know what I would like? I think I would love to like. I don't know if you played or if any of you guys have played Final Fantasy 15.
I haven't played that one yet.
So,
weirdly enough,
cooking is, believe it or not, kind of a part of the game.
Yeah.
Like, there's these campsites that's where you save. That's where you like rest and like restore your party's health and so forth. And you can prepare meals at those things, and you like learn recipes throughout the world. And like one of the characters in your crew is like a chef, and you gather ingredients and you go places and learn recipes, and he prepares meals. And there's tons of them, dozens upon dozens upon dozens of recipes, and all of them sound amazing.
Oh yeah,
all of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like Final Fantasy, so a bunch of it is like this
char-broiled ochu.
Yeah, exactly.
Tentacle.
Yeah, stuff like that. And so, but there would presumably be equivalents for those things IRL, and that sounds delectable.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I looked at that actually looked really good was I think it was like mutant mantis steak, and it uses lamb. You know.
Oh, I see.
Mutant mantis. So
my coffee is like tepid.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's been 3.5 hours. 4 hours since you pulled it out of the fridge.
4 hours. Congratulations, Ryan, on doing your thing, keeping your word, and doing a food challenge.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing it with me. Seriously, like I'm so excited that we were able to figure out a collaboration to do together. I'm glad that you were able to benefit from it too, and that your community was excited about it. And I hope they got what they were expecting.
What they paid for?
Yeah, literally nothing from you.
Which is nothing.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't even monetized. And we hit these markers.
Yes. But yeah, no, I look forward to hopefully doing more collaborations with you. Hopefully some easier ones, like playing a game together.
No kidding. Let's do ones that don't involve actual physical pain.
Yeah, or 9.5 hours.
Or 9.5 hours.
Yeah. So.
Alexa heard actual physical pain, and she's like, got it. Playing something that will induce actual physical pain. That's super rude.
Well, with that, do you have any closing remarks?
Any saved rounds? I don't think so. We have to thank the folks who made this thing happen, and that's him and his lovely bride, who is enabling this whole thing. That's right, I said enabling.
Yeah.
Don't at me. She supported it every step of the way. She didn't call us idiots, morons, knuckleheads.
Not a single time.
None of those pejoratives one time escaped her lips.
Yeah.
Even if she thought them, she kept that to herself.
And that takes strength.
It takes strength and dignity. And she was just so composed, you guys. Like, she didn't say right out of the gate, get out of my house. She didn't.
She actually didn't.
She didn't. It's true. It took her a while to say, get out of my house. It was at least 17 minutes of being here before she said that. In any case, I am indeed in her house. And at some point, you got to leave the party before you're asked to leave.
Yeah.
Barring that, though, you have to leave when you're asked to leave. And I've been asked to leave.
Yeah, and she did say that a little bit ago. And again. just now.
Bye.
Bye.